are live. Welcome to the Manic Money Finance Channel.
I'm Crypto Corey.
And I'm Money Mike. I almost said it. And I'm all right. So this week is an interesting week because we have inflation.
Monthly expansion.
Yeah, a little bit of that too. I mean, this week though, it might be monthly deflation.
Yeah, right. What are you seeing in the charts there? What are you seeing in the markets on your side?
Oh, dude, all-time highs. All-time highs. If anything, today was like a little bit of a cool off, but dude, the S&P 500 is at 73.4, and I think the last time we had a show, because we missed the past couple shows, it was at 7,200. So it is just freaking wild, man. And yeah, the reason I think that we're finally going to see some like real cooling and a real correction is we have inflation this week. So your CPI and your PPI, which is consumer price, yeah, and producer price index. So get ready because this is the first month of inflation data where we're going to have elevated oil prices mixed in. It's going to be rough.
Sounds good. Sounds fun.
It's not going to be good. I mean, if you're a short seller, life's probably good because after the earnings last week, with the mega caps, I mean, yeah, we're due for a correction, and I think this is finally gonna be it. You know, you saw.
Yes, sir. Well, we got a couple trades that are lined up. What's coming up here? We're gonna show you those in a quick second. Just make sure you hit that like button, leave us a comment, let us know how we're doing, and of course, subscribe to the channel because if you want to get into these awesome trades that we're basically snipe these things, give you the best possible entry. Obviously, not financial advice. We're not financial advisors in any way. None of this should be misconstrued as financial advice. If you need a financial advisor, please consult a professional. But
Which we are not.
yeah, we're not professionals. We're actually some dude in the basement. Not at my mom's place, but it's an apartment basement. You know, it's kind of the same thing. But just know you're taking advice from some dude in a basement. All right. But I don't know, Mike. Sometimes this we are not kind of like nails it pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I use my Magic 8 Ball every time I find a stock.
Basically, yeah. I just throw a dart at the board and whatever it lands on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, that's not true. If anybody's been watching the channel, you know what we show you here.
Yeah, I got 9 years continuous experience in the equities markets, and then I dabble in the crypto. I dibble
Let's
dabble.
bring up what the Nasdaq is doing here. Look at this; it just keeps charging up.
I know that's what I mean. All time highs.
There's this one back here. This was nice, right? I didn't even reach it. Oh, it did here. It kind of filled the inefficiency back once it went. Gave you a nice little entry on this candle. See how your eyes just automatically draw to this. Look at this one though. Kind of scammed people out of that, huh? Went to the stop losses and then it ripped up. That one didn't really work out as well.
That was on Friday. Huh.
Yeah, this is Thursday.
Oh.
So everybody who's watching, if you want to learn this stuff, mostly I'm just gonna say stick to the Nasdaq. Yes, it somewhat works with Bitcoin as well, but what I'm showing you here without the indicators, it only works with the Nasdaq and Bitcoin from what I've seen so far. could be wrong, right? There could be other assets that this works with, but typically the strategy only works with Bitcoin and the NASDAQ. So look at how it gave you another entry here on that fair value gap. See, right to the midway point, and then boom. So what am I anticipating here? Well, we have this one that's been sitting here, and they left it on Friday, and it's just sitting down there waiting to be grabbed. So what are we setting up to do? How do we set up a trade like this? Well, what we're going to do is take our long tool, go right to that midway point, we'll put our stop loss below, give it a little bit of wiggle room, right? You don't have to put it right below, but put a stop loss below the fair value gap. I like to keep it a little wider. And let's check this out as well. Let's pull our fib. Okay, so we have the potential. It could even go down to 28,745, 747, somewhere right there. That's a 786. More than likely, I would say we are going to this gap, and then it's going to pop back up. So see how if we pull from this candle here, see this candle low. We pull from this candle low here to the high. Right? Doesn't really line up. But if you pull it to the candle within the fair value gap, look how the 786 right in that little position, right where our fair value gap is. So we can take a conservative position here. We don't have to ride all the way up to new all-time highs. I would say that's actually pretty risky. I'd rather play something that's more high probability. So technique that we use to play the fib is going from the 786 to the 382. Right? This is a very safe trade. It's actually a lot of professionals do this. They play from the 786, which is the 786 of the fib, right, the black line, up to the 382, which is here. And look how that lines up with. We have this range that it's been bouncing around. I'm going to pull my tool up. It's been creating a range here. See all these wicks, and it's kind of creating support and resistance here. I would anticipate that if we go down and fill this gap, which we will, we get our entry. A safe way to play that is look where the 382 is. Right below that range, which is currently support. So this could be the SR flip. What do I mean SR flip? The flip, support and resistance. It flips to the opposing. So when we start going down, this support will flip into resistance. So that meaning if the stock comes down here, come back up and it says nope, there's some trouble here, and then it continues down. Support and resistance, it's very basic, something you want to review because it's actually a lot more powerful than you would think. We want to keep this basic. We don't want to be adding indicators. We don't want to be looking at all these different things because guess what? The more indicators and more strategies that you learn and you try to add on to the stock or crypto, you start seeing it both ways. It's actually a curse. When I first got into this, I thought if I could just learn every strategy, I would be the best trader. If you actually do that, it's detrimental to your learning because then you have all these different strategies and ideas, and you start picking different ones, and you never stay consistent. And you're like, oh, well, trading's a scam because you keep flipping strategies and you're not sticking with one strategy to make it consistent. So that's my little soapbox moment there. So stick with one strategy, play it that way.
My question is, if we're anticipating the drop to buy in, and we're also looking at potential, data dropping tomorrow, which I'm predicting it's not going to be good. Wouldn't right now be like the perfect opportunity for a short down to those levels where you plan on buying for the long?
Problem is, we don't know if it's going to go higher because a lot of people want to time, and I'm guilty of this. You want to try to time the top. Yes, you might actually catch the top here, but guess what? People were seeing this as a flag, right? I'm going to get all this other crap off here so you can see it clearly. But what did the market do? Create this flag. A lot of people saw that gap. They're like, oh, I'm going to short it down to that gap. And it popped up a little higher. Guess what it's doing right now? It's taking the people's. It's doing two things at once. And that's why the algorithm's pure genius. It's designed to steal your money. It's tricking the people into thinking that this is the bull flag and it's going to go up, which it very well could be. I would say before it does that, it's going to take and fill this fair value gap. And the way it does that is taking everybody's stop loss, just playing this bull flag because they watched a YouTube video on how to trade. They're like, yeah, I just play the bull flag and it just plays out. I mean, smart money sees this and they see, okay, they see what we're seeing and they know that people that are playing the bull flag, they're going to get stopped out because they've been through this game before. So what do? They try to anticipate the drop down to the fair value gap, and guess what? They get robbed right here. And if they try to do it again, guess what? It's going to pop a little further, and then you're going to see the big drop.
Okay.
That's one approach. It could just keep charging up. I mean, the trend lately, but what I'm seeing, it's filled all the gaps, and it's left this gap for us currently. And this is the 1 hour chart. It's left this gap here. And this is smart money entry right here. And if you're patient enough, you wait for that order to fill, it's more high probability that that move's going to play out. And if you say, I'm just going to go long here and play the bull flag, I've done that before. I'm just going to play the bull flag. Sometimes it works, but more often than not, you get stopped out. We want high probability in this game. We don't want low probability. We're just going to keep playing patterns. Patterns are key, but they are not the end all be all. If you just play patterns, you're going to get wrecked left and right.
So entertain me, seeing as how we have a paper trading account. I think we should open a short right now on the NASDAQ.
Markets aren't open.
Oh, well, you're paper trading though on TradingView, right?
I don't think it lets you enter. Well, it could. Yeah, this is the Asian session, so we also, I mean, more likely than not, the Asian session just goes sideways.
Well, CME doesn't close during the week, right?
Yeah, I believe this. Yeah, this is because the Asian session kicks in, and that's. I think it pauses for a certain amount of time, and then it's now back open to trading.
Dude, sure. Hear me out. Soybean futures, no.
You can see right now it's just chopping. I mean, it's not really something conducive of what you want to be playing. I mean, if you really wanted to be.
So basically, inflation data comes out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we already know March inflation data was the highest level seen since May 2024. And we know from our own experiences in life that gas and energy costs have increased even more since then. So I'm betting that we're going to see, like, basically what I'm betting is that thing is going to print dollar bills for you in the morning. A short, not a long. Did you open a long or a short?
We're just playing a range here. If we're going to play a short-term trade, we're going to go long because it's the bottom of the range.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking to myself,
Trade for the Nasdaq for what we're doing right here on the stream. We'll probably close it by the end of stream.
because I'm just thinking to myself with CME running in the overnight in the Asian session, and with inflation dropping before market opens tomorrow, if you were to open a short on Nasdaq tonight and you nail your prediction for inflation data and the market corrects to the downside because of it, it's basically a money printing machine if you're able to do that.
I believe that the higher, the more valuable move on that is Bitcoin. That's why we're short Bitcoin, not the Nasdaq. I think you see a bigger gain from the drop on Bitcoin compared to, say, the drop on the Nasdaq, and that's why we're short Bitcoin for the move tomorrow. We're once again keying off this midway point of the liquidity void. I believe, what was it, on the 3-day chart or 1-day chart? Could be daily chart.
And for the viewers, this is not the same short as before, correct?
No, we already closed that short.
Okay.
This is on, yeah, we should be on the CME. That's right. We already closed that short back here. Keying off we keyed off the midway point of the
Nice.
liquidity gap here. That's where you see my entry, the red arrow, and then my exit on the blue arrow.
Nice.
We didn't catch the whole move, but we catch a big portion of it. Look how it really came up. And it got close, but our stop loss was right on the other side of this.
Yeah, that got dicey for a second. And then that massive gap up, it already filled technically, but you could definitely see.
We're also trending down.
Oh, yeah.
Downtrend here.
Well, people are already talking about Bitcoin. They're like, "Oh man, here we go. It's starting back up again." And I'm just thinking to myself, they don't watch Manic Money. They don't know.
If they were subscribed to Manic Money, they would know that.
Oh, it's about to get a whole lot worse. Like, don't get me wrong. I jumped into Solana for the overnight tonight. My Solana, so that's the only crypto that I've been holding besides, my meme coins. And, I've been holding that dry powder in Solana, and it was nice seeing it, get back up close to $100 again today. I was like, yeah, nice. Making money somewhere.
We have our stop loss on the other side of that gap here as well, right? We're not going to put it above these highs because it could very well come up, tap into those stop losses, and then rip down. We want to just keep playing the strategy that we were playing before. I'm sorry, guys. This is not glamorous. It's not like I'm a genius. Like, oh, I'm pulling off all these like crazy words. I'm talking about these different indicators. No, dude, it's literally this simple. It fills the gaps. It takes the stop losses, and then it runs.
Or drops.
That's all it does.
It either goes up or it goes down.
Yeah, it's not that complicated. Anybody trying to sound like they're super technical on this stuff, most likely they're not profitable.
No, and think about it. If someone's coming online and they're getting super technical and they're making it seem like they're some kind of Einstein, they're not in the business of teaching people how to make money themselves. Like that.
At least not Manic Money, that's for sure.
Yeah, not financial advisors.
Yeah, we're not financial advisors, by the way. You didn't catch that before, but
it's in the description every show.
But we have no idea what we're doing, and this is all paper demo trading.
Oh,
yeah,
fun news for this week, and this is a surprise thing. There will be some day trading live streams this week.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I will. We're gonna be getting rained out on Thursday for sure, so that'll be pretty fun. And then, of course, even though it's a paper trading account, I'm still stuck following the rules because I don't want to just like put 25 grand in a paper trading account and go nuts with it. I want to show people that it's like possible to build it up to that minimum. But come June, it won't matter. When we do the day trading live streams, they will get severely more insane because be able to do as many trades as I want.
So a lot of people ask me, they're like, if I said, how much money do I need to start trading? And you're going to get so many different answers from so many different people. What about you, Mike? How much money do you think is a good starting point to open a decent trading account where if you knew what you were doing and you had the discipline, you could basically go to your boss and say, sorry, boss, I don't need to work for you anymore. I'm making more money doing this.
So I don't know. It's gonna be different for every situation. So it's like I find that question hard to answer because the ambiguity of it. Because like if you're gonna day trade right now with the way the laws and everything is, if you're gonna momentum trade, you need a minimum of 25K.
Right?
That's if you're trading equities, standard stocks,
If you're trading multiple times a week.
Yeah, more than 3 round trip trades every 5 trading sessions. If you're trading futures or something like that, like I mean, I wouldn't tell your boss that you quit until you've done 3 months of trading where you're making more money trading than you are at work. So that's kind of a conundrum because if you work day shifts, you're
I would say even longer.
yeah, like it's you have to be consistent.
What if those 3 months were just like in the bull run?
Yeah, beginner's luck.
Only like used to playing the strategy during the bull run.
Right? Or let's say this is even a funnier situation. Let's say the only reason you are successful at trading is because you're putting down your phone and you're working many hours a day. So you're not watching it and you're not getting emotional over it because you have a job. So it's kind of like, if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. And then you quit your job and now you're just staring at the stocks and you're staring at the charts. And that's what does you in.
Then you blow it up.
Yeah.
That happens a lot too.
So for getting started though, if you can afford to put 25 bucks a week away, like that's all you need. Start a small account. Start small. Start young.
I'd say, $1,000, $5,000 is a great starting point.
I
You should have the discipline to be able to save $5,000. If you don't have the discipline to save $5,000, you shouldn't have any business trading.
I started I started 2017 with my tax refund check.
Yeah, you can start it with a lot less money.
Well, it was
I'm saying like to make serious money. We're not talking like a couple $100 here and there. We're talking like paycheck kind of money.
so I would actually argue. So once the pattern day trading laws change, I would say 10 grand is enough if you're gonna be religiously following your tight stop losses and momentum trading during the day. I would say 10 grand is enough. That's enough to where like if you're hitting on average of 10, yeah, if you're hitting an average of 10% a day, like do it when you get laid off or something like that, Like I wouldn't say necessarily quitting your job, but with 10 grand, if you're hitting 10% a day on average, you're making $1,000 a day.
You're making more money than your job.
Yeah. And then it's compounding. So if you're always averaging 10% a day, before you know it, that 10% a day is 2 grand a day, then it's 3 grand a day. And
well, then comes the risk. So there's not, yes, it would work with that mathematically, and in theory, yes, it would work. Problem is your human brain. Because what happens when you start making 10% a day? You start getting cocky, you start getting clumsy. You don't look at things so closely, and then pretty soon you're just looking for any setup. You're not taking the risk in mind, and then all of a sudden you're taking losses after loss. You take 4 or 5 losses in a row. Now your mental capacities or your mental capital is gone. Mental capacity is
Same thing.
yeah, your mental capacity and become actually. I can't say that. Yeah, you start doing stupid stuff and then you blow up the account because I've been guilty of that as well. I took $100. My goal was to put it to $1,000. I got up to around $800, and then just because of circumstantial things that happened in my life, my girlfriend breaking up with me, me not having any work for over a month, me struggling and trying to find out where I'm going next, all my mental capital was gone. And guess what happened? That $800 went to zero. And then imagine how that feels, right? It's a lesson because you realize how hard it is to account to that point, how easy it is. Spend months.
Sorry. I don't know who's here. Oh, my sister's here. Oh, it's you. I don't know. Sorry, guys. My sister just came home. The dogs freak out when someone pulls into the driveway at night. I turned off my mic, bro.
That's my whole spiel on the trading thing. So, put your notes.
Oh yeah, and I have to put in a caveat because it's like there's so many opportunities out there. Like especially if you start off, you go right to options or something like that where your income potential is insane. I've seen people, dude, literally get lucky when like the pot stocks were flying years ago. Some random, they knew the trend, like they saw the trend coming, they jumped into the right stocks, or they went, full port into some options for the first time, and then just bam. But that is definitely not typical. But it's like it's possible. So I feel like it's it's a side note. Just
Yeah,
throw
you
it out
make
there.
some big wins. Don't get me wrong. Thing is, don't let that get to your head.
Yeah. I mean, if I was smart after Safe Moon, dude, I wouldn't be working right now.
Not the same when you're up
Yeah.
$60,000. All of a sudden, you now have more money you've ever seen in your entire life. Your brain's gonna do some strange things. And me as a skydiver, soon to be base jumper, I love adventuring into that part of my mind to see like how do I control myself under extremely high stressful situations. And trading is right up there. It's the same, pretty much the same thing. But you're doing it with your money.
Yeah.
If you can't keep your cool, things are gonna spiral out of control real quick.
I mean, don't get me wrong, with how long we've been doing it and stuff, like, dude, it barely even registers anymore. Like, it doesn't. I've lost 10 grand in a day. Could care less.
Yeah, that's not fun.
I mean, when it happened, dude, you know.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but then you go to sleep sleep and you wake up the next morning and start thinking about it?
I don't know. That didn't happen for me. Yeah. I mean, even now, like I'm literally cycling through like all the different trades in my mind where I could have made so much more money. And it's, I don't know. Maybe that's why I have the longevity for it and I've just consistently done it because I just don't, I don't know. That stuff doesn't really bother me. It's like you have to disconnect that part of your brain. That's the worst part. I always tell people that the wins that you didn't get. Oh, I 10 times my money or 20 times my money, but I could have went 100 times, 200 times my money. Like that kills people, dude. That destroys people. And for me, I won. I got out 9 times out of 10. That would make me a more consistent, successful trader. And there's been some times when could have made a ton more money, but I wake up every day. I'm still alive, breathing air. There's much worse things.
Breathe air. You don't need a vape.
Definitely could have been worse, but what can you do? See,
So, yeah, I mean, the whole thing about, I could have made this much. All you need to do is take a giant loss and realize that's like, hey, I'm happy I got out with a profit. I can get stopped out.
right?
If we get to that point.
Bitcoin's dipping. Did you open a short?
Yeah, we have it up on the screen.
Nice.
Yeah, we're just been watching it, but yeah, we've been keying off the midway point once again. Same exact. It's nothing fancy here, guys. We're playing the same exact strategy as we were playing the other couple weeks ago or last week, whatever.
I mean, that doesn't work out for my Solana trade. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you going long?
Yeah, I went long for the evening. I'm not liking Bitcoin though, and that'll probably drag it down. And with inflation tomorrow, I closed it out. We'll call that getting stopped out. Basically broke even.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna dump. It's actually gonna. So everybody's online right now. They're like, oh, Bitcoin's pumping. It's great. It's reversing. Wrong.
Don't get me wrong, it was a 70 Solana trade.
I want to highlight that. I just seen this. Well, this is an SR flip. You see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not maintaining the channel.
What's that?
Not maintaining the channel.
Yeah, it's actually, see, we have a channel here. It's actually came up, and now this is flipped to resistance. It's actually broken the trend, right? And then we were talking about this, I think, on the last stream. This rising wedge here, typically rising wedges. This is when patterns play out in long time frames like this. Rising wedges typically break to the origin point. So that'd be 65 here. I hate to be the bear, but this is what the chart's showing, and yeah, I mean, it's just come up and snag some stop losses first, but it looks like a down. It looks like down to me. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, no, I'm basically calling an entire broader market dip tomorrow. It'll probably hit everything. Like there's just no avoiding it at this point. We've been on fire for a month and it only lasts so long. Come on, people. Take your profit. Be smart. Not financial advice.
So we're just keying off of this inversion fair value gap. And see how the monthly candle just dapped right up to the midway point. So this is the second week of May. My anticipation is that we get our expansion. So we have our open, we created our high. Now we're going to go to the low. So this candle right here could not, it attempted, get all this stuff out of the way.
So these are weekly candles, correct?
This is monthly.
Monthly candles. One candle per month. Damn.
Yep. So I want you to imagine like these candles, all this monthly candle where it opens here, it's the open, expanded up to create this wick, right? So open high, attempted to engulf this candle to create a reversal. And it failed to do that. That's what this wick did. It was attempting to engulf the candle to create a reversal, and the monthly said, nope, we're not doing that, and it drove us down. So we got our low, and then we closed. It still closed up, but it did not create our bullish order block. So this is a sign right here as well. The open, we've created the high. So now I want you to imagine within this. So we'll go to the daily here. So that one candle that you just watched, go to May 1st. This is important that you guys do this because it's going to actually help you visualize how this works. Because I was lost until I actually understood and like could visualize how this is working. So where the blue line is May 1st, where the candle on the monthly chart opens, which is this start right here. It expands up, right? Creates the high, which we're now into the second week of May. And now we're going to typically get the expansion. So imagine this is the candle right here. Change this to, currently it's green, right? Currently it's green. We have the candle open here. What's going to happen, it's going to create the wick. Use the, right here. Oops. Just remove that. We'll create the wick, create the high, which we're anticipating here, and then expand the downside. So then this turns red. The candle expands to the downside. Right? Where's our target here? I mean, we're not even going that far down. But yeah, we're going to expand to the downside, and then the candle turns red. Let's see, there's our gap that we were just talking about. Too zoomed out. I lost there here.
What's going on, bud?
Where's that gap that we were just talking about? It was on the hourly chart. I had it marked out. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I deleted everything to make everything.
Well, you switched to the Bitstamp chart too. I think you were looking at the CME chart, correct?
Yeah, is this? I had it up, but you know what I'm talking about. The expansion back down to the 786, which is way further. I mean, this is a very conservative trade. Obviously, we could target the bottom of the range here, that rising wedge, but we're not going to do that. Go to the daily here. This is interesting. Let me see if I'm seeing this correctly here. I'm wondering what were we looking at before? Here it is. Staring me right in the face. Expands down to this gap where we have our take profit, right? I don't know why I lost that so quickly, but yes, we could target the bottom of this. See, remember this channel here that we created the SR flip? If we wanted to go gung-ho and we target the bottom of the pattern, yes, we could make we could try to hit a home run, but what I've been taught, we don't make millions of dollars by trying to hit home run after home run because you're going to get wrecked. You might as well play it conservatively, play it to the gap, be okay with selling on a move like that. That's all you need. That's all you need right there. R is not as good as I would like it to be honest with you. More like a one-to-one trade. So take with that what you will. But we already did nail the other short as well, so that's what I see for Bitcoin there. This is so quick recap review. I may have lost you on that little section where I had brain fart there. We're anticipating a move to the downside. We're keying off of this daily inversion fair value gap here. Oh no, sorry, it was the monthly. Get rid of that. Keying off the monthly inversion fair value gap right here. Stop right on the other side of that. Right. Keying off the midway point of the inversion fair value gap. Anticipating the downside move. Right. Pretty simple. So we start at the monthly and we're working down. We're using the daily chart here for a trade. And we want to use high time frames because higher time frames are higher probability, meaning that the trade is more likely to play out if you're designing or you're structuring your trade around a higher time frame, the more likely that trade's going to actually play out. Say if you were to be structuring the same trade on the 1 minute chart, way less likely that the trade's going to play out. So we're in the daily and the monthly. How many of you guys out there see your crypto bros talking about the monthly crypto chart? Do they ever bring up a monthly chart? Mike, do you ever see that?
No, they're usually just shilling another meme coin to me.
Exactly. That's why the Money Finance channel is different than the other channels. We're showing you stuff that no one else is showing you. So make sure you hit that like button. Right?
And when we do promote stocks and altcoins, it's definitely not because we are already, yeah. If we are shilling stuff, it's definitely not because we're already bought into it and we're hoping they go up.
Right.
We would never. No. Too big to fail.
Yeah, that's what's going on. So simple, right? We're just keying off the inversion fair value gap, stop on the other side. 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Targeting the 786 for the fair value gap on the 1 hour chart, right? And we're going to play that 786 and 382. Pretty simple, right? I mean, speaking a different language to you guys?
no habla inglés.
You try to like you're out on a date, you say that exact same line, like, oh, how do you make money trading? Oh, it's pretty simple. So I look for inversion fair value gap, typically in the form of sell side liquidity, and then I buy into that position. I play the 786 to 382. It's pretty simple at market open.
She'd be like, so how much do you make per year?
Oh, how much is in your account?
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I'm a funded trader, don't you know? I got over $100,000 in my account.
yeah. See, I'm not big on the funded trading because it's like you got no skin in the game, and it's like it's worked out for people without a doubt, but it's like, man, you gotta get into it with your own money. Not financial advice. I just feel like it's better to get into it with your own money, and you're gonna learn a lot better. Plus, I've heard a lot of nightmare stories about these prop firm, these trading prop firms, like yeah, like because they make all the rules. So I basically heard there's some of them out there, man, where people were making money consistently, and then all of a sudden their account got closed, and they did not get paid out. Nope.
No, we're not going to mention any names. We don't have any substantial evidence to back that up. I've heard that some people have been pulling money out so consistently that they just been completely banned from all the prop firms, and that they're not allowed to use them.
Which is insane because like the prop firm's making money too.
Yeah, because they're making money off of people who lose, and that they don't know what they're doing. If you know what you're doing and you start making actual real money, right? Then we're gonna get destroyed. Speaking of getting destroyed, we just got hit stop loss there. Lost $145, chat. Oh no. Well, we're up to 44, almost $45,000 on the demo account. Okay.
No way. So if you had short sold, you would have been.
No, we tried to. Yeah, we were trying to play that range, and this is why I don't play the Asian range. Typically, you're gonna get stopped out. What's that?
That was the NASDAQ futures.
Yeah, so we were anticipating. Look at that. We should have short. You're right.
Yeah, sometimes,
So why don't we show the chat what happens? Oh, you're right. I'm gonna chase this and see what happens.
Do it.
Perfect example of what happens when you try to play the Asian section. So strictly for educational purposes only, of course.
Dude, that'd be so funny if this ends up printing money. I am going to laugh.
Now, this is the worst place to put your stop loss. Why is that? You're going off the highest in this range. It's the highest area of volume, correct? Because it's the midway point. So think about it. If you're playing a short or a long, it's the worst place to take a trade because you're literally in the middle of a range. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to make any big money upside, and if you're at high risk for any downside movement.
So the problem with the overnight trading nowadays is that a lot of the large cap so on certain brokerages, dude, they're trading 10,000 stocks on the overnight. Robinhood has all the large cap stocks and then some now that you can trade overnight. So a lot of brokerages nowadays at the retail level, you can trade the overnight session. I don't know if you can see that right now. That's the NASDAQ chart currently on an overnight trading. It is down to obviously this is the QQQ trust, but it's down to 710 on the overnight. So basically people who are overnight trading right now are expecting a drop. So that's influencing the futures trading, obviously. So it's not like it's just the futures that are trading. It's actually pinned to stock trading that happens now 24/7. It's crazy, dude. You can trade stocks 24/7 for 5 days a week. The actual equities. It's wild, dude. It feels like the Wild West all over again, man. Like, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah, so it's like that's yeah.
I think Trump said it recently. The world's a casino.
I mean,
Basically, the world is a casino now.
yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Your best bet nowadays is to start a business, whether that's your online, whatever the case may be. It's like start a business. You know, it's
Learn to trade.
yep. Like that's gonna be your best bet at financial stability, financial freedom. It's like if you have some kind of IP that you came out with, a book, music, something, like get it out there. And when it comes down to it, the biggest thing is going to be marketing. Getting it out there to the ears, to the eyes. Like
Right?
yeah.
Well, in my specific case, so I'm a machinist, and being able to have a skill like a machinist, or say if you're a mechanic or whatever, you can go anywhere in the country. I'm telling you, anywhere in the country. You want to go and live somewhere. However, for me, it was Arizona. I wanted to live in beautiful weather where it's sunny every single day, no clouds, and I have perfect weather. I can skydive every day of the year if I really wanted to. Now, if you have a skill, you can. I was here within 5 days. I found a job. That's how easy it is. Wherever you want, you can just go in the world and be like, okay, I want to live here. This is what I want to do. Then find the apartment. Then find a job. It's easy. I'm telling you right now, follow your dreams. Do what you want to do. It's not that difficult. All you have to do is say goodbye to your family and friends for a while. You can still see them online. You can talk to them on videos.
Yep. This is true. Oh, good times. Yeah, I mean, basically anything in the trades, carpentry, handyman, plumbing, electrical, yeah. Yeah. I mean, although electrical, that's like one of the few trades where there's a lot of people getting into electrical.
Yeah, that's because they see it as a lucrative business, so it's actually going to become oversaturated. So that's why I see in my personal opinion, I see the biggest opportunity right now is manufacturing and machining. Why is that? Because no one's talking about it, and the fact that what I'm seeing everywhere I go, and I've been around to multiple different states, worked in multiple different industries, and I've seen what's been going on. There's a lot of people who are retiring. They're at retirement age, and they're leaving these companies, and they're not passing any of the knowledge along. And then the people that are coming into these companies have no experience, and they're basically they're brand new, green. You don't know what they're doing, and they're basically they're screwed. These companies are screwed because they have the same tooling, they have the same programs, they have the same machines, but they can't understand why. Say this guy who's working there for 60s, he's in his 60s. He's been working there for 30 something years, and he's getting this high quality finish with these parts. But for some reason, when we have this new operator, he can't get the same finish because why? The new operator doesn't understand speeds and feeds as well as setup, which is the biggest part of manufacturing. Well, anybody can press a button, put a piece of stock in the machine, and run the part. Anyone can do that, but it's a skill to be able to understand how the machine's working and how to be able to use the machine at the highest um, the way you can use the machine at the highest production value as well as getting the highest quality. So
there's levels to it.
yeah, and there's no one to teach this. So I'm thinking you know your stuff, I'd say I don't know my stuff perfectly, but I'm a lot further along than most people because I spent around 14 years working in this industry. There's a huge opportunity. See our shorts actually printing right now. You see that, Mike? We have that pulled up on the screen. Yeah, we got that pulled up. But anyways, I'm gonna keep ranting about manufacturing because once I see the everybody's retiring, you're gonna be able to name your price. I walked into this company and I said I wanted 35 an hour. They gave it to me. I was like, damn, you know what? They probably would have given me a lot more. So think about it, guys.
I see the same thing in carpentry, dude. It's wild. Like my old company is begging for me to come back, and they're willing to pay what I'm making now. And it's like, dude, I mean, I don't want the headache and the stress of going back to residential, but it's like it's crazy, dude. I was like, that means the money they're making must be insane. Dude, the money they're charging for residential.
60, 70 an hour. I was like, son of a bitch. I like have the skill level where I'm like, I'm producing these parts faster than the people that were before me, but I'm younger and I have a lot more ambition and drive at least. I hate to say it, but the old timers, they're slowing down, they're taking it easy.
They're old.
It's like, oh, you put in 12 hours for this job? I finished it in 4. What's up, dude?
Yeah, it's funny.
I could have taken my time. I should have just sat my ass.
Nah, because then in 3 months you could be like, hey, listen, here's my stuff. Like, you need to pay me more, right?
My output is higher than anybody you've ever had work here. I think we can renegotiate a price here.
Right. I always advocate for every 3 months seeing what's out there too, because that's a solid way to get a raise. Is just be like, listen, I got a job offer for this much money. Like, I have to take it because I can't justify staying here for $5-10 less an hour. I got this job offer here and I really like working here and I'd rather stay here, but this money's too good. And most of the time, if you're a solid employee and people like you and you're good natured, they're gonna give you that money if they got it.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm planning here. Next quarter, it's like, hey guys, I want you to bring up all the stuff that I finished for you, and I want you. You don't have to do it in front of me, but I want you to compare that list to every other single person in the machine shop, and I want you to compare my output to them. And I believe I'm worth, $5 to $6 extra because I'm basically doing the same thing as another employee. I'm 2 employees.
Right.
The price for 1.
So you should double my wage, bitch.
I should be getting 70. Asking for $5 extra, I don't think is unreasonable.
No.
Without that. When I have perfect attendance.
I mean, you could just trade Bitcoin. You just made $700 in 15 minutes.
Yeah, you can do that. I make a paycheck within the time that we just talked, and I was under $7 when we started.
Oh, great. Good times, dude.
The fact that we have this, look at this candle. This is telling us, we have some driving to the downside here. It's also keying off the midway points. Playing the model, yes, $700 looks enticing, but I think there's a lot more potential here, Mike. And
yeah,
we're gonna hold out, and we're gonna keep talking about nonsense in our life that really doesn't matter. But you came here for trading, right? You to learn how to trade. This is how you trade.
Yeah, we did it for sure. Well, I actually have to get going though. We're coming up on an hour here in about 5 seconds. I have to wake up at 3 in the morning. Yeah,
I
3.
do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like 10 o'clock, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna get if I fall asleep right away, I'll get about 6 hours, which is enough.
That's enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quickly get 5, 6 hours.
We're going in early. We gotta tarp up the roof of the store tomorrow and make sure it doesn't leak for the 2 days of rain coming right after that. So
We're also up on the NASDAQ short as well. So turns out
yeah.
chasing that trade was the move.
Yeah, everything's tanking right now. Everybody's expecting bad inflation numbers tomorrow. It's kind of basic. Like if you've been following the markets and you know what gets factored into inflation and you've seen the gas prices, so energy prices are really big on inflation, drives up the cost of everything. You know it's going to be a bloodbath tomorrow. There's no way it's going to be
Solid
good.
trade on the NASDAQ there. Yeah. Just hitting right on that key point. And so that's charging. We're printing on that end. And now we're up pretty much $1,000 on the Bitcoin trade. Simply within the time that we're talking.
Yeah.
Keying off that, I think this is the Asian market open. So I'm going to actually close the trade here on Bitcoin.
Cha-ching.
We made that money.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. So we lost, what was it, 156, but we just made 1,000. Right? So 145, sorry. Made 886. So this is what we want to do.
Yeah, this is one of those things, man. Me and you should both become registered financial advisors, so we don't have to say the whole financial advice thing anymore.
I don't even really care. I'm pretty much once I'm ready, and I'm still not ready, chat, because you see where I'm at. I'm still not ready to pull the trigger on this. So once I dial in, I'm just gonna be focusing on myself, man. I don't really care. If you guys want, if you want this, you're gonna do it for yourself, and
Not me.
It helps you, but
Not me, bro. I'm doing it out of spite. I'm gonna prove my ex wrong that said I was gonna be a loser.
It's all about my ex.
Yeah.
I'm in for the Maybach, dude.
Yeah.
I want the fucking. Yeah, I want all that.
I don't even care about money, bro. I just want to prove my ex wrong.
Yeah. It's out of spite,
Oh, good times. Yep. Yeah. Oh, good times. All right. I mean, freaking winning, bro. Winning right now.
See what happens with this NASDAQ trade. So it's basically a 1 to 4, 1 to 3 point something, 3.88.
No, this is good for me because I've been getting stopped out all week. Like my trades, like I killed it in April. I made just as much money trading as I did at work. So this is May so far has been not great for me because I was trying to double my income from last month this month. And right now I am way behind.
Yeah, that works.
Yep.
Sometimes better to not take any trades.
Well, I mean, you get your tight stop losses. It doesn't hurt that bad. You know what I mean? I'm still way green, but it's like, it's one of those things. It's like, let me consolidate everything, get it in the momentum trading account. Let me, what if I just like full port into some high risk options? Yep. Yeah.
That's what that is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So it's just like, you know what? I need to just take a step back. Yeah. Like, dude, you know what's funny is my slow burners, my Celis Life Sciences. I've just been like playing a range with that and selling puts, getting exercised, but having a reduced cost. So then I sell the calls or I sell the shares when they spike. And I've just been like consistently, because that stock moves within such a tight range, just been consistently cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So if I was just doing that, like my gains wouldn't be as impressive, but they'd be super consistent. I mean, I'm still doing that with a chunk of the with a chunk. Like I've just been consistently doing that. So it's been interesting. At least I have that green to look at where I can be like, all right, yeah, I still know what I'm doing.
Yeah, sometimes very long way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now.
That's the thing with options though. Once you've sold those contracts, man, you're in it till Friday. And then it's like if you get exercised like I did on Friday, now you have those shares on Monday. And it's like, all right, can I lock in like a guaranteed profit by selling calls now? And that's what I did. So it's like now I'm in it till Friday again. But
Yeah, that's the thing about crowd products. It's redeemable.
and it's like the way I'm playing it, it's good if it goes up and it's good if it goes down. So screw it.
All right, well, I think that's a good place to leave it off. We'll see what happens with this NASDAQ trade. I'm gonna make some food.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna
Burgers, and I got just basically some beef and wild rice. So
and I'm gonna go to bed.
yeah, pretty much not far behind you. With that, guys, this is Manic Money Finance Channel. If you did not hit the like and subscribe yet, please do. Leave us a comment. Let us know how we're doing.
Leave us some hate comments. I don't care. I'll take whatever. It helps the algorithm.
Yeah, I just need one comment, man. Just give me one, man.
Make fun of my bald head, you know?
But yeah, we're calling short. We're anticipating that gap to be filled in the show. So stay tuned and see what happens for tomorrow. We're anticipating the monthly expansion here, so big movements coming.
It gonna drop.
All right, guys. The next one. I'm Crypto Corey.
Money Mike.
This is Manic Money Finance.